Just take Lil Rod, right? Oh, hey, I produced the songs. Okay, you owe me 50. You done partied with him for a month.
A couple parties.
You done spent $20,000, $30,000 a night with him. You done jumped on planes. You done rode cars. Ain't no telling how much money you done add for. He done put it in your pocket and you done ate up. And all this time.
I ain't think about that part.
You done f***ed up over $500,000 with him, and now you call about 50,000. If Lizzo getting all the dudes and all the hype, how I'ma tell my daughter she need to lose some weight?
I'm a firm advocate in making sure these big bags get gone. Like, I'm gonna introduce y'all to a legend that's been in the building, been in the business for I don't know how long. How long you been in business?
34 years.
34 years, man. Look, ooh. I call that a win, because most folk quit after about 2-3 years. They been out of here.
Yeah, ain't no quitting, man. Ain't no quitting.
But I got the one and only PK in the building, man.
CeeLo, what's happening? What's happening?
AKA Pretty Kitty in the building, man.
What's up? What's happening, good people? What's happening? Hey, man, I appreciate you calling me over, man. Come to hang out with you.
Man, I appreciate you coming. I wish the technical difficulties, minus that, but I appreciate you coming over, hitting me up like, yo, yeah, let's rock. Let's rock out.
Absolutely.
So for my youngins that don't know nothing about you,
okay,
let's introduce who you are. And I want to do this. This is what I want to do. Matter of fact, I probably should have did this anyway before we start listening to music. I think a lot of y'all know about Atlanta, and y'all know about some of the people that come from Atlanta, but then y'all don't really know where the people come from. So this is why I have him on the pod, and he's gonna be listening to music and just hear him out.
Right.
Introduce yourself.
What's happening, man? I'm PK, man. They used to call me Pretty Ken. So just something quick. I started off 1993 with the Dungeon. You know what I mean? Came from the Mighty Dungeon, of course. I went on to start this crew called the Attic Crew. You know what I mean? Okay. Put out the Young Bloods, Jim Crow. You know, that's where Polo the Dunn come from.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Went on to work with, you know, Tip, Jeezy, Akon, like whoever else. So pretty much I just became the game behind the name.
Sheesh, the game behind the name. Look, when you say certain things like pimpin' has been pimpin'. I like that. I don't know, you know.
Boy, you crazy. Yeah, so I just developing people, not just artists, developing people just became my thing. I've always loved it. And see, I'm the best, even though I got the star quality and I've always been that guy, I've always felt like I was the best number 2 guy in the world. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I love to be the guy behind the guy. You know what I mean?
So what make you say that you're the best number 2 guy and not number 1?
Because I'm so excited about other people's talent. I love to see other people do their thing. Like, okay. I love to see the glow. I love to see, I get the feeling when I see somebody else win.
Okay.
Especially when it was something they didn't think they could do or didn't see for themselves. So being able to bring something out of somebody to make sure they develop and turn into this big thing, that's the high for me.
So what would you say on average the biggest hiccup is for most independent artists?
Really believing in themselves. Really, I got this thing I always say. This. Can we cuss on here?
Go ahead. This is your house today.
Yeah. So I got this thing I always tell artists. If you want to be a star, if you feel like you're a star, and you want to be at the top of the top, it's only one thing you got to do.
What's that?
Just listen to me. If you can stand and furl, butt naked, with that just getting out the pool dick, you ready. You ready to go, baby.
On small.
Small. But if you got to hit that thing a couple of times to get it hard before you come out, this ain't for you.
So it's like the show pony syndrome.
What it meaning is, you got to be able to. You got to be able to be the best at your worst, and be okay with that. You got to. You can't believe in bad moments. Everything is a great moment. You see what I'm saying?
You got to be the best at your worst.
Yes.
Break that down.
That means when everything going bad, ain't shit going your way, you still got to know and be that guy through it all.
I can see that.
No matter what. Like, for instance, I used to have some guys I was working with, and I thought they were ready. Well, 2 of them were. But this other guy, they were just like, hey, man, we got to call the people to bring us some jewelry. I said, hey, what are you talking about? Because we were doing a photo shoot. Man, I got to get the jewelry. We got to have the jewelry. I said, but you don't have the jewelry. The jewelry is not yours. I'm like, what are you talking about? So that showed me something about them, and I kind of fell off because I was like, you know what? You ain't got it. You ain't ready for this, for what it really takes.
Because he asked for the jury?
Let me tell you why. He needed the tools to feel like the person.
Okay.
He needed the tools to feel like the man. I need somebody to wake up feeling like the man.
Okay.
Or the woman. You know what I mean? So if you got to turn into the person every day, I don't want no pause in it. Because one day you ain't gonna show up for work.
So what I noticed, I agree with you on that. I think what I noticed is a lot of the people that's in the content creator, social media era space, and they getting hot in that space, they don't know what it's like to put 2 and 2 together and figure out 10.
So here's the thing. Even in that, there's a difference. And see, social media got it mixed up because of this. This is what happened with social media. Being a star and being popular is 2 totally different things.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? And what social media did was ended up putting those same people in the room together, and they never should have been in the same room. So now as the world's watching, they're saying, oh, he was with his such and such, so shit, it got to be real. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're online, you're creating a persona, you're creating a character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're in the real world, I'm like, yeah, you think that's a star until a star walk in the room. You know what I mean?
So I got a concept when it comes to the whole star idea, right? I feel like a star should be recognizable at face value.
Mm-hmm.
If we got to guess who it is when they walk through the airport, probably not.
Yeah. And
they're a star, but not on that level.
See, you when you talk about recognizable, you're still talking about popular. A star is somebody working at Waffle House that you just can't forget. He just got the glow. Even I don't care what he doing. If he could be selling T-shirts, she could be a teacher at a school.
Yeah.
He could be working at the car wash. You could be anything. The star is just who you are. It's just God given. It's just that thing. It's a level of confidence. Stars live in their own world. Nothing else in the world is going on in the star's head.
I agree.
And that's what you sell. So I don't sell music. I don't sell product. I sell people. I'm in the people business.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? There's too many opinions in music. There's too many opinions in the product. When it comes to a person, you got to make a decision like that.
I agree.
If you like them, I got you. If you don't like them, I really got you.
Okay.
Because if you don't like them, you're going to give them more attention than the person that like them. And to prove my point, all you got to do is go on Instagram, wherever, look in the comments. The number one hater's going to have the most interaction on the comments.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So the haters going to show up before that love them show up.
The weird part with that is, I don't know, if it's always been that way?
It's definitely, it's just, social media has put it in the light. Haters been here since since the dude who told on Nat Turner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, haters been here since the beginning of time.
Right.
Jealousy has been here since the beginning of time.
Right.
Envy, all that's here. That's going to be here. Been here. But social media has just given, you know what I mean? See, you actually used to have to be great at something to have a voice. Social media has given.
I'm about to say, where you think we are with that now?
I think, this is what I think. I believe no matter what you're doing, how you're doing it, there's 1,000 hamburger joints, right? Everybody's going to have different hamburgers. You don't focus on what other hamburger joint going on. You focus on delivering the best experience, the best taste in your joint, and people will find you.
I agree.
That's it. That's all you can do. So when I tell people, even with your show, you got plenty of people doing what you do. But when I look at it, I say, Magneto's information, his quality, his professionalism is killing all this other stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I can look at you and tell, and not even just,
I'm putting time into it.
And because I know you, I know you're not playing with nothing that you do. Anything you do, you going all the way in. And
right.
You're going to turn over every stone.
You ain't lying. Look. So it's a few people, I ain't going to say no names.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a few people that's in the city. Here, Texas, and a lot in New York. But here, Texas, and a lot in New York, where I'm looking at the platforms, and people don't know, like, I don't look at platforms to critique them.
Uh-huh.
I just look to see what they did right.
Watching film, it's just like watching film.
Exactly.
As an athlete. Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
And what I have noticed over time is everybody was on the cap season. Yeah. Everybody had to get the Bentley. Everybody had to get they went it. Look, they went and rented the podcast spaces, and ain't nothing wrong with renting it, but I was one of them people who was like, yo, if I gotta shoot with the iPhone, that's what we're gonna start with. If we gonna do that joint in the living room, that's where we're gonna start and show people the progression over time.
So let me show you this.
All right.
It's two things. Influence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two things. You can influence people by things. So you influence people are into you because they want what you have.
Right.
Or you can influence people by who you are. If you lose things, you lose influence.
Right.
If you influence people because of the person you are, you always own. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say I'm in the people business. I'm not into anything outside of that. What I find the artists, I don't want to hear no music. I don't care about none of that. I need to, because getting a hit record is the easiest part of
it.
It
really
business.
is. It really is.
It's a million producers. Somebody got a hit record laying around that 9 times out of 10, they don't even know it's a hit.
Yep.
So getting that part is easy. Talent, of course, that's going to be there. You got to have that. But the person is who I'm more interested in. Because guess what? If you're just a song, when the song go off, you go off.
You ain't lying, boy. Hey, so it was a showcase I went to. I think it was off of Donald Lee Howell, Bankhead.
Okay. Yeah.
And there was an artist that came up. He was killing it. I ain't gonna front.
Right.
But it was all show, and I couldn't decide whether he was cuffing the mic and he was actually performing, or if it was the people behind him. But that dang on tape skill. I said, woo!
It was on.
When the tape skipped,
it was on
that let you know what time he was on. So what most artists do? They point at the DJ, hey, bro, fix my ears. I'm like, you have to wake up every day knowing something is gonna go wrong. But the problem is this social media, right? Like I tell my son, hey man,
This is a human highlight reel. This is everyone capturing their best moments over the year, which might have been twice, 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in that. You see, let me tell you why music is the worst. This is why the music industry is the worst. Because it's the only profession that doesn't show the grind. Football, baseball, every other sport, you see the grind. You see from 8 years old, training, the gym, you see all of that.
Right.
And what we do, all of a sudden you just see somebody pop up. You know what I mean? So even when you see them for the first time, it's already been years behind them. Nobody gets to see that part. Nobody gets to see in the little studio trying to work it out, trying to walk up on people, get to see. Nobody gets to see. And that's before your deal.
Exactly.
When you get your deal, it's like starting all over again. Nobody gets to see that. Nobody gets to see it gets ripped down and stripped and like, okay, now we have to build this person. So by the time you get it, you wasn't in the kitchen. You didn't see the chicken fall on the floor and had to pick it up and wash it off. You get a plate that's properly prepared.
And finished. You never see what's going on in that kitchen. See, we in the kitchen all the time. We got to build it. We got to find out why they going to like it, who's going to like it, where does it need to be, who is it for, why does he need to look like this, does she need to do this? All of this is going on before people see one thing. You know what I mean? So, so that's why you can get somebody who's dope. Yeah.
And like, okay, let's go. And when they see what actually goes into it, they're like, hey, I'm cool on this. This is way more work than I thought.
So tell me this, because you've been in business for a while. When it comes to music business, do you feel like it's a predatory space when it comes to interaction and how we interact? Because it seems like, when we talked about it before, but when I got into real estate world and saw how people interact and how business runs, it wasn't at least face value. It wasn't a lot of people that was just trying to I'm going to get this dude to do this, and then I'm going to try to cut another deal on the back end, and then I'm going to try to do another. It seemed like in music business is always somebody trying to cut their own little side deal.
So here's the thing. This is what you got to realize. You don't see it in businesses like real estate and all that because people who are doing it actually do it. Right?
What do you mean by that?
I'm about to tell you. The beauty of what's happening, the beauty of the internet and what I love what happened was the internet got to cut out the dude who really don't do shit.
I agree.
Right? The dude who tells the young dude, oh yeah, man, I can do this, I do this. Now he's calling the dude who can actually do it. And now the dude who actually do it got to decide if he want to rock with him or not. But he took the money from dude. Now he done took the money from this dude. So all he is the middleman between the middleman who's with another middleman. So the internet was able to cut all that out because all they did was have different relationships or whatever, right? So now the internet cut it all the way down. So now all of those dudes are now having podcasts and doing all this shit, trying to keep themselves relevant.
Yeah.
And act like they know all this game and got this and this and that and that. But in reality, the only game they really had was knowing somebody who you could have got to anyway.
Right.
If you would have just kept working.
Yeah.
And so that's why you got all the back doing and going this and that, because it's only a few people who can actually do what they say they do.
True.
Music game is the only game in the world you can wake up in the morning and decide you want to do. And don't have to qualify.
Don't have to qualify for nothing.
Nothing.
That's true.
Nothing. So if somebody got a little talk, pull up in a little car they can convince you that they're who they saying they are.
Facts.
And they're not.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so funny that I watch a lot of people do all this popping and talking and this and that. And I love it when I walk in the room and they just quiet, avoiding conversations. Like they don't want to keep it going while I'm in there. Cause I'm
gonna remind you. Well, I'm gonna let you finish, but I was gonna tell my origin story of what the earliest I can remember meeting you.
Gotcha.
All right, but go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just ridiculous. So, and see, what makes me the terrible guy in this business is I'm the guy to say, "Hey, man, stop bullshitting them folk, man. Stop, man. Stop. Hey, y'all don't pay this nigga nothing, man. If he could do what he do, tell him to do it. Y'all write up a contract where he get paid on delivery.
Yep.
Don't pay nobody up front talking about what they can do. Like, now, if somebody legit and you know they're legit for a fact, yeah, you gotta pay for their time.
Right.
Because they done put in years to create the information that they have to offer.
Right.
But if you can't figure out or you don't have a true understanding who this is, don't be out here just giving folk money, man. You know how many people come to me, hey man, yeah, I paid such and such and such and such and such and such. And I'm saying that like, I say, now then they say, oh man, he bullshitted me. I say, nah, bro, listen, he didn't bullshit you. You bullshitted yourself.
Exactly.
Like I said, and guess what? He probably did exactly what he could do.
You allowed it.
But what you needed was more.
Yeah.
So some people can only do certain things. But your expectations, because you don't understand the business in the process, you expecting it to be more.
Yeah.
So if a dude say, hey man, give me, perfect example. I had this dude from this liquor. I need you to, man, help me, please get some meetings. I want to get some meetings. I'll pay you. I said, I'll tell you what I'm doing. You're going to pay me. My payment can't depend on you closing the deal with them.
Exactly.
I get them to the table because of my relationship, but you got to pay me for that, regardless of how it happens with you and him.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And now he was like, man, well, I don't think that's fair. I say, well, clearly you ain't trying to win. You trying to shit on me, and it's not going to happen, so we good. But what I say is, a lot of people will tell somebody what they can do and what they can offer.
Yeah.
And they do that exact thing, but what the person actually needed was more. And they can't do that part. So now people are looking like, man, but he was supposed to do this and I was going to be here. No, he did what he said. He said he was going to call this person, and this person. He didn't say they were going to mess with you. Like, I heard there was a dude walking around town. This was a couple years ago. He was like, give me $2,500 and I'll play your song for an artist. And I was like, what?
Hold on. He was about to give him
$2,500.
Pay for and play it for artists.
Play it. But see, the way and the reason they were going for it because the way he was selling it was opportunity. Right?
I will never understand somebody that submits music to music reviews, right? Like they do on TikTok or on any other platform. And they're paying for somebody to play the music in front of other people and not get nothing on the back end. Just to say that, like when Timbaland was doing it. Why? Timbaland, you know you nasty, boy. But when Timbaland was playing folk music, as a producer that's been in for a while, I'm almost 20 years in. I'm 1 year away from 20 years.
Nice.
And as a producer, I have heard about the Timbaland stories, about him taking people beats. So listen. So listen. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We ain't going to say nobody took nothing from nobody. Okay.
What we're going to say is people don't handle the business. And a lot of producers fan out over who they're around, not thinking about the business. and now it's over. So think about even with our boy Rod, right?
Yeah.
With Puff.
Yeah.
Oh, Puff owed me this. Puff owed me $50,000. Now check this out. Now listen to me, people. Listen to me. Listen to your boy. So I'm sitting there when I hear this story, and I'm like, Rod, you don't get your bullshitting ass out of here. So here's what you can't do. Listen to me, people. Listen, check this out. Let me explain something to y'all. Don't fan out. Keep it business. Because once you start fanning out and putting the cool shit before the business, then when it's time for the business to happen, shit is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. Just take Lil Rod, right? Oh, hey, I produced the songs. Okay, you owe me 50. Nigga, you done partied with him for a month.
A couple parties.
You done spent $20,000, $30,000 a night with him. You done jumped on planes. You done rode cars. Ain't no telling how much money you done add for. He done put it in your pocket and you done ate up. And all this time.
I ain't think about that part.
You done fucked up over $500,000 with him. And now you call bitching about 50,000.
That's a bar. I never thought about it from that perspective.
Nobody does. Nobody. Tony Braxton, right? When everybody was like, when she was like, LA owe me money. Oh, he owe me money. No. You've been spending $30,000 a day for the last 6 months. You got a glam squad. You got $10,000 dresses every night. You got $10,000 hotel rooms. It's $15,000 just to move your people around every day. It's this and that. Who do you think is paying for this shit? So now you ran up a $10 million bill.
Yeah.
And you come, it's time to get your money, and you get $200,000, and you like, oh, you fucked me, where my money? No, you got to pay for this shit. I'm not gonna tell you no, because I want you to have what you want, but just know that I'm not paying for this shit, right? So even think about this. Yeah. So that was Baby's whole thing with Lil Wayne. Like, I owe you money.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna let you finish. I appreciate this perspective. Yeah. Because I don't view it from the industry side of things. Yeah. But you've been behind closed doors. Say, all right, yeah.
So Lil Wayne come to me, hey man, you owe me $50 million. Nigga, I just bought you. I done bought 15 Bentleys, took 15 Rolls Royces, 3 Lamborghinis. I done bought you 3 houses. Boy, you done fucked up $80 million just on the string. Like, because I'm not going to tell you no, we doing it.
Right.
But nobody thinks about that part. Nobody thinks about that part. Let me tell you, this I learned. Our first deal at LaFace, we had $60,000 left in the budget. You know, that was big back then. So I'm like, ooh, the album done. We finna get this money. We get the money. We get the leftover. They said, y'all want to go to L.A. to mix the album? We said, hell yeah. This is when I knew something was wrong. We get to L.A. We got the whole Florida La Montrose Hotel. We got a car service every day. We get to the studio. It was, I don't even know if it's still out there, but it was a studio called Enterprise.
Okay.
They had the first that digital SSL that was long as this room. I walked in there, boy, that shit looked like a spaceship. I'm like, whoa. He was like, yeah. TLC across the hall. I like, oh man, yeah. Then he was like, they working on some more Prince stuff over there. I was like,
Prince?
I was like, okay, Cheryl Crow, Prince and us. We not supposed to.
And this is your first album?
Yeah. I'm like, look. I'm sitting, I'm like, we might not supposed to be in here. Boy, we got back.
Yeah.
Talking about that 60,000. Boy, we were in the hole.
About to say, how much did y'all spend over?
We were in the hole 40,000.
I figured. Yeah.
That was my lesson.
But how was the Atlanta scene as far as music? Was it developed like it is anywhere near like it is now?
Don't take this the wrong way, nobody. Mm-hmm. It was better. And better meaning it was when it came to the direction and where we were going with it. You know what I mean? And not just the sound and that, it was just the actual building blocks of it. Mm-hmm. That's how the power even got here in the first place. Because, so you got to think, nobody sound like each other.
Right.
So you were getting different cultural things out of Atlanta, which is what Atlanta is. Atlanta has so much rich culture, and a lot of it is from different places.
Facts.
So nothing sounded, and like I say, I'm not one of them dudes that y'all these young nigga tripping. Quality is quality. You see what I'm saying? So
it has changed.
Yeah,
a lot.
Right. So what happened is, this is what happened. It used to be a time, and this is music again. This is only in music. There used to be a time where you actually had to be great at doing something.
Okay.
To do it. When we were in the studio at first, in the beginning, you had to have a deal, or your uncle just had to have the most dope money in the world.
Gotcha.
Because you were spending $3,500 a day in the studio because you had to buy reels. The 2-inch was $200-$300. You could only put 2 songs on it. The studio was expensive as a motherfucker. So you had to have money because you would spend a week in the studio, you were already about $15,000 in with not coming up with a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
hold on. So back then, how were y'all coming up with ideas like the demos?
That was going to the studio. It wasn't that's what I'm telling you. So imagine how much time was wasted before you came up with this one song. So you could be at home on the beats and doing all that and then that, but most of the time it was just like, book the time, send your PO, set the time. Y'all in there 4 days, y'all ain't did shit. Y'all ordered food, ordered pizza.
Nah, dog. No, sir.
Yeah, so what I do love is that the price of it has definitely went all the way down. You see what I'm saying? So the greatest thing about the internet is everybody has access.
Right.
The worst thing about the internet is everybody has access.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like I say, it used to be a time, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened in the music business. So I'm at the gym one day. I'm coming out. It was this dude, dog. I'm not exaggerating. For probably about 6 months, he would see me at the gym and be like, yo, P, please, man, I just want to play you something. I want to play you something. And I told him right then, I said, dog, I can look at you and listen to you, and I can tell you it ain't
gonna be it.
But here's the thing. I don't believe in it ain't it. I believe in it's not for me and what I do.
Okay.
I'll never tell nobody, because and I'm going to get to why.
All right.
But I'm going to tell you it won't work for the style of play that I do. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I knew it. I said, all right, man. One day I was like, all right, come on. He got in the car, played it. Verse, hook, I cut it off. I said, all right. He like, man, what you think? I said, I think exactly what I thought it was going to be. I said, listen. I said, Shawty, listen to me. I say, for me, I play top 10 or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm only competing with who at the top. If we can't knock off who at the top, I'm not interested. With that being said, I'm not telling you you can't be successful with this.
Right.
I'm just telling you I'm not going to waste your time because I can't do nothing with it. You feel what I'm saying? Guess what he said? This is when the music got bad. This is when I knew it was a new day. Well, shit, I'm better than such and such. I said, yeah, but he garbage.
Exactly.
So that's when I realized, and see, this is what I've been telling everybody. This is why the quality has to be at a certain level, because you're not comparing yourself to the best. You're comparing yourself to the worst.
Yeah.
And that is how you decide if you want to do it or not. So if I'm better than the most garbage dude out here that's winning, how in the hell you gonna tell me I can't do this?
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
So if the and I'm just throwing this out, like this ain't no jab, this is just the reality. If Lizzo getting all the dudes and all the hype, how I'm gonna tell my daughter she need to lose some weight?
I'm a firm avid in making sure these big bags get gone. Like,
but you see what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's
so if somebody always has somebody, so now that's why you just got to back to the hamburger stand. You just got to do what you do and can't even be concerned no more,
right?
Because it's wide open, right? And everybody hero to somebody,
yeah,
to a group of people, right? So he can be garbage to us, but it's a bunch of. So let me get into this. I know, and I don't want to talk y'all to death, but I'm trying to show y'all something.
This is a pod. It's made for talking.
I'm trying to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. So they used to have this thing back in the day called run and shoot. It was a basketball. You remember? It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was like 6 basketball courts in this big building off Stewart Avenue, Metropolitan. So I didn't really hoop. I just did it for the cardio. But my partners in them they all played in school, D1 and all that, so they see it business.
Yeah.
So my partner would say, hey man, don't go over there playing on the middle courts. And I'd be like, why? He said, just look at them niggas. You see them niggas over there hooping in jeans and hooping in dress shoes, hooping and all that. He's like, man, them niggas just getting all work, but they gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? You're going to get hurt over there, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, okay. But you still had a bunch of folk that when they came in, they went over there because they felt like that's where they could play, right? So one day, I go down to LA Fitness in Atlantic Station, and I go in there, and they so... not even good. I'm in there like I'm doing something. I'm in there feeling myself. And I say, shit, this is where I'm coming from now on. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with the music, right? You have a group of people that feel like they can relate to a certain person, no matter how good or how garbage he is to us.
Right.
They can relate to him and they can gravitate to him and they can feel him. And they can, because music is all about, artists and fans is all about the connection. So if you look, and don't take this the wrong way, so when I go back to everybody's a superhero for a group of people, right? If you like jelly on your French fries, it's 1 million people out there like jelly on their French fries. They just waiting for somebody to say it and be the superhero, right? So that's why it's important for you just to be yourself all the time, because no matter who you are, what you are, there's an audience and 1 million people out there waiting on you, right?
Right.
So where we go wrong is, and not even wrong, and that's why I said this from the beginning, I do what I do and nothing else. I let you have it, but I don't knock it and I don't say it won't work, because I've seen plenty of shit work that I'm still amazed about. But just because it worked doesn't mean I still rock with it, because I still feel the same about it. It don't change. The way I look at it don't change.
Yeah.
Because the quality, right? I can play you 10 girls right now that didn't make it, but tried just because of Sexy Red. And you'd be like, man, this shit crazy.
I'd never be okay with getting the dude that's rapping off beat on purpose. Mm-hmm. I remember it was a Detroit rapper that sent me some records, and I was like, nah. For me.
Now tell me why you said no, and I'm gonna show you something, because I did the same thing.
Okay.
But I was in Detroit. But tell me your story.
I guess when I rate Detroit rappers, I'm normally gonna go to M or Royce.
Why?
Or Big Sean.
Okay, why?
Because they've accomplished the top.
Why?
Why did they accomplish the top?
What's the difference between them and the dudes you talking about?
I think they were trained. to hear and hone in on the art. I don't think that they leaned in on how cool or how dope they are or how many people are following them. Like, I feel like the people came as a result of them just being fire at some point. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to like, I've grown to appreciate T Grizzly, mm-hmm. but even when he first came out, I was like, "What is it?" The off rap. It just, as a producer, it just eats me alive to hear somebody destroy a beat that's just intentionally made to be rapped on 1/5, 1/4. Like, it's weird. So for me, that's why I didn't like the off rap.
All right. So let me just show you another way to look at that.
Okay.
I'm in Detroit. Right before it started catching. I'm in the studio with all my guys from Detroit, and they playing me the music, the offbeat, which is their style.
Yeah.
Right? So I say, fellas, let me explain something. Let me explain to you something. Let me show you the difference between Big Sean and why he made it and why this ain't gonna work as big. I'm not telling you it ain't gonna work, but it's not gonna work as big. Mm-hmm. They were like, all right, pretty, but okay. I said, buddy, do me a favor. Y'all too, close y'all eyes and just rock out to the music. I said, everybody else watch them. Engineer played the song. Beat came on. They said, Soon the verse came on. Their head stopped bobbing. Right? Now, they from Detroit, but check it, listen to me, watch this. The head stopped bobbing and started going kind of different, like, different. I said, all right, stop it. I said, what happened? What did y'all see happen? What you mean? I mean, they stopped. I said, let me explain to you what happened. And this is how the rest of the world listens to music. Mm. I said, their brains start going to follow. That is how the mind works.
Okay.
So once the mind started trying to figure out what they were going to follow, they started working too hard to enjoy the song. Mm. Do you understand?
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
don't want to have to work to enjoy no record.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So, yes, it's your style, but the connection is not going to happen for the rest of the world to enjoy it. You're from it, so you understand it. You get it. It's yours. It's not the world's. So, sonically and just mentally, how the mind works, it follows and get lost in everything that flows in the same direction. Right?
Question. Mm-hmm. Because I agree with that. Do you think, because I'm taking Atlanta in this idea, what was going on in Atlanta with Jeezy, and they might have to do a little piece right here.
Yeah, I tried.
But everything that's going on in Atlanta with Jeezy, Gucci, T.I., everybody that the world, quote unquote, says this is what the Atlanta sound is. Mm-hmm. I feel like everybody else took the sound and morphed it into pop or their own version of Atlanta.
So that's when you knew the internet and the new age kind of blew it. Mm. Because West Coast had their sound. This is the day I knew New York was over. And I love...
Now I got a lot of New York folk that follow me.
And I love... Because see, here's the thing. I loved New York. New York was it. I love the music. I love the artists. Still to this day, I'm waiting for a real New York artist. We got to have it. It's just needed, right?
Yeah.
But when I started going up there, and the New York dudes started sounding like Atlanta dudes, I was just disappointed. I was like, no, man, hell no. Y'all better than this, man. Come on, man.
You talking about when they started rapping on the beats, the Atlanta beats? Okay.
and just with the flow and everything. I'm like, come on, man. No, y'all better than this. But see, how Jay-Z killed him and got around the world is he didn't rap like everybody. He used the slang from everywhere. But he stayed New York.
True.
That's how he got us to rock with him. You know what I mean? But he was still New York, and we appreciated New York. LA has been LA since day
every
one.
time. The Bay Area,
Boy, not changed.
Long Beach, they all have that.
Have you ever seen anybody outside of LA trying to emulate LA?
Never. Hold on. Wait. Let me see. No. At least the ones that's like up. No.
You can't. It's their thing. So this is why I think New York did this. New York is always being such a hustler state. It's just hustle.
Mm-hmm.
They'll hustle anything. I believe when it came to the music, they got so caught up in the hustle that they lost the culture.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Because their whole thing was, okay, well, this is what's winning. We got to get to the charts. We got to get up on these charts. We gonna do this. And as the younger generation came about, that's just what it changed into.
Yeah.
Dipset wasn't nothing but a bunch of Atlanta niggas.
Hold on.
And what I mean by that is,
okay,
Harlem niggas and the west side of Atlanta niggas act just alike. Tip act just like Cameron, Jim Jones, or some shit like that. The energy, the attitude, the confidence, it's the exact same. So that's why we could appreciate that Dipset and all that movement. We were down here crazy about these niggas because it was familiar. So you have to have a New York dope nigga.
Yeah.
You have to have a LA dope nigga, a Houston nigga. You have to.
What do you think about Griselda?
I love that shit. But once again, this is where the star shit comes in.
Yep. I knew that's what you were going to say.
Yeah.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
So that's why people think I'm shitty, right?
Yeah.
Because I say, hey, man, this girl song, he don't have enough girls to do this. Let's get this record to a dude who got all the girls.
Yep.
And that's going to make sense and it's going to win big.
Yeah.
Hey, he talking this gangster shit. Man, he's soft as butter. Let's get his record to somebody who's known for being that guy.
Yeah. That's
how I operate. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, that's why I'm in the people business, because I sell the person. And what I do is I put all the things around the right person to be successful with it. Yeah. Like I said in one interview, I was telling Beehive, when Joe did that, I don't want to be a player no more.
Yeah.
First thing I said was, boy, he should have gave that record to Bobby Brown. And so at the dungeon, folks were like, why? And I was like, dog, we've seen Bobby Brown. Oh, everybody in the world knows Bobby Brown's history. We've watched him. Bobby Brown's history. We've watched him in real life. Everybody knows Bobby Brown was a real player.
Yeah.
So if you give him that record, if Bobby Brown saying, I don't want to be a player no more, it's so believable, right?
I believe it. That'd be the first person I would give it to.
That's all I'm saying. But that's what I'm about. So I'm about the presentation being right and it being exactly what it is, as far as like, it's not going to change. Like, say, for instance, when I find an artist, I'm like, bring them to me. Let me hang out with them. First thing I'm going to do, everybody know this, is I'm going to take them out to see how
everybody else react to them.
Boy, I need to see you. I need to see you around women.
Yeah.
If you can't get no women, I don't want no parts of you. Women run the world.
I'm about to say you better put the other sides to it.
Yeah, women run the world.
Yeah.
If women don't like you, boy, I can't do nothing with it. Not for where I'm trying to go.
Nah.
Like, because women run the world. Women say what's going to play.
They do.
So
and they buy all the products around whatever you put out.
They are the number one consumers.
Yeah.
Women make you a star. Women put you on top of the charts. Ain't no nigga putting you up there. Women make up the mega church. Ain't no niggas.
Drewski. Yo. All right, hold on. Little segue. What's your thoughts on the Drewski thing?
I think it was perfect.
Okay.
I think.
Now look, I'm from church. So I'm listening.
So just, and I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Because you are from church.
Yeah.
Church is the number one bullshitting place in the entire world. Church is the place where the fakest folk get together on Sunday, been bullshitting 5-6 days a week, and judge everybody else in church just because they came.
Lord Jesus, Lord.
And I've been going to church since I went to church so much. Boy, my mom, I thought we lived in the church. My grandma eating that cold chicken on Sundays. So I'm going to tell you this why I know. And my grandma stopped going to church before she died, but she sent her tithes in every week. And I said, Grandma, why you don't go? She said, baby, they don't want nothing no more but bigger churches and more money now. And we got to be honest about that. Like, come on, man.
So I will say, I agree, and from a certain point I agree. From a certain point I disagree.
Let me just say that.
But
it was a preacher. He's still my partner. Because I still see me. I'm able to separate the man from the message.
Right.
I don't get caught up in that because I know you can learn something from anybody. Mm-hmm. Dude, I was following. I thought was dope. I was telling everybody about what if y'all got to see him. Y'all, what if dope. He the man. He had a baby on his wife.
Lord Jesus, Lord.
Right. So this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. I ain't got no problem with nobody bullshitting in the church.
Yeah.
I got a problem with everybody lying about bullshitting in church.
Okay.
The first church I'm going to join is when the preacher come out and say, congregation, we're going to take it a little slow today, boy. Me and my boys went out drinking for my birthday last night. That's honest, man. That's who I'm fucking with. That's who I'm riding with. If you try to make me believe you live in this Bible, I'm out. I ain't fucking with you because you're a liar. Mm. You grow from fucking up. I don't fuck with nobody perfect. I don't want to be around. You claim you're perfect. Yeah. I don't want no parts of you.
I will say, to interject, the church I've been playing at, mm-hmm. and I've been subbing. Mm-hmm. I wasn't because I was playing in church since 96 to now. Mm-hmm. Well, 96 to 2018. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the sentiment that you're talking about is why I quit. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. When I started playing at the church I'm at now, which is mad multicultural. It ain't the past, I think Chino's Dominican, something like that.
Really?
But he been locked up. Mm-hmm. He done
see, that's what
all of his imperfections.
That's what I'm
he talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
But from Black Baptist Church, I didn't grow up like that. Yeah. That was not that's the norm.
That's what you want right there.
You know.
Yeah.
And for that reason is why I'm still there.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
But I was just like, wait, you said you were locked up how long?
So it ain't. So let me be fair. It ain't the preacher most of the time. Mm. I'm talking about the people in the church that's full of shit. You know what I mean? And judgmental.
Yeah.
Church folk keep folk from going to church.
You're right.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So it's like I used to go to church sometimes smelling like weed because I was just in the studio all night. I don't even smoke. But
Right.
But my whole thing is this, like, let me just tell you what I was doing not too long ago. This is why I knew Christians were full of shit. I had a bunch of Muslim partners. I got Muslim partners too.
Right, me too.
And my whole thing was, why in the world don't y'all rock with each other? I said, I'm gonna try something. Hit my Muslim partners. Hey, y'all want to come to church with me Sunday? Yeah, what time we need to be there?
That's what the Muslims said. Yeah.
Met me there Sunday morning.
Yeah.
They were there before I got there, standing in the lobby waiting on me.
I already know.
Went in there.
I already know what you about to say.
We rocked out. Hey, Christian brothers, because the whole deal was y'all come with me to church and then I'm going to come to the mosque.
Right.
Christian brothers, man, y'all want to go to the mosque with me? We're going to go back to, man, no, man, no. I'm like, what? Why? No, man, we can't go. I was like, man, y'all some suckers, man. So I go over there by myself. Sitting there, sit through the, whatever. And it just made me look at everybody so different. I was like, nigga, you don't mean what you say. Because this is what I mean. The Muslim brothers were able and willing to go into any other atmosphere and religion because you can't sway them on how they feel or what they believe.
Right.
So they're comfortable with interacting with anybody.
Right.
And not even forcing how they feel. The Christians can't go because, nigga, you still don't believe what you saying. You don't believe it.
Yeah.
Because if you did, a couple years ago, Ken, man, come help us get this Christian music off the ground.
They called you to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I go to the label up in Tennessee. I said, let me ask y'all something. Before we even do this, before I agree, before I tell you, let me just ask you this. Are y'all willing to open up for Future? No, we're not. Are y'all willing?
Why not?
Check this out. Can the artist open up for Usher? Well, that ain't really our platform. I said, well, I'm out. Well, why you say that? I say, so here's my problem with y'all Christians. The one y'all follow, y'all are nothing like. Y'all claim this Jesus stuff all day long, but not one of y'all are living like Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus, I said, if Jesus come back right now, he come and holler at me. He ain't even gonna mess with y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, Jesus rocked out with the thugs,
the dope boys,
all
the
that.
hoes, yeah.
Y'all want everybody to come to church to see y'all. I said, no, man, I'm out. If you only doing gospel music in church, what are you doing it for? The people that's in church, they could. I thought we was touching and trying to bring all these people over.
Yeah.
They not in church. So why in the world a gospel artist can't open up for Lil Baby? You don't think no folk in that crowd go to church too?
So I don't know at what point in time where everybody felt like they had to have a God complex and feel like they're better than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But my granddaddy was a Baptist pastor that smoked Newports. And he was real about everything. Like, it wasn't even the idea. Now, some of y'all might get mad. It is what it is. This is how I grew up. But my granddaddy was like, well, if you go into that church and they ask you to pay your tithes and offering, but you ain't got no money to put no gas in your car, why would you pay the tithes and offering? He's like, because I asked him for some money. So he's like, that don't make sense. That's not how that works. And it's like, okay, teach me. Yeah. And he was just telling me the over and how the tithes in its original context was supposed to be for this. And I was like, oh. Like the 10, like that's a whole nother.
Now, let me be fair. One, I believe pastors of a mega church should get paid. Two, church first is a business. If you have a building and bills, you have a business.
Yeah.
And these bills for this building have to be paid.
Right.
I have no problem with them collecting money. I have no problem with people putting money in there. I have absolutely no problem with a preacher driving a Bentley.
Right.
But I do have a problem with a pastor driving a Bentley and somebody's loyal to the church and his teaching, lights are off at the house. I have a problem with that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I'm not telling you you're supposed to just give all the time, but I believe you should create money. All right, I'll just tell you, perfect example.
Okay.
Church can create a community within itself, especially a mega church.
Right.
So just imagine, I say, church, we're going to do something different this Sunday. All right, who all in here cut grass? Who got a lawn care service? Y'all hold your hands up. Okay, all y'all get together. We're going to start y'all start a lawn care service. Church going to give you the money to buy all the equipment and start. Church just take 10% of the business. Church.
That's actually a play.
Check this out.
That's actually a play.
Congregation, this is who we use to do our lawns. Businesses, this is who we use to do our lawns. Hey, who in here got a hair salon? Who cut hair? Who do this? Hey, church gonna give you this. We gonna do this. Church, this
You know who does that, right?
Who?
You know who do that?
Who?
The Jewish people.
Absolutely.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Like I did business with the Jewish guy that was doing some land development, and they don't say things to. I don't feel like they say stuff to throw shots, but it just hits so hard because we don't do.
I'm gonna play you when we get off of this. I'm gonna play you something.
Okay.
And from the Jewish dude, and you're gonna be like, this is why.
Yeah.
This is the difference. And he's telling you, like, you're reading the Bible all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And they're teaching you this on purpose. And when you read it, just a couple of words changes everything you feel and think and become from these words on this page. I'm gonna play it later. But anyway, but say for instance you do that. You go through the church. Now everybody, you done created all these businesses, but 10% is coming back to the church. Not only do you have the money from the tithing, now you got this 10% coming back that the church is spending all this money with these people.
Yeah.
You got that 10% coming back. So now you can start a whole nother fund just to help the people in the church.
Yeah.
Hey, this lady got 4 kids and she riding this bus every day. Hey man, we get her a car. She need a van. Get her a car. Make sure she working. She got what she need.
Yeah.
That don't hurt nothing. Guess what it does? If you agree to preacher, guess what you just did? Help somebody and still made you more money because now you done created more money for her to give you.
Exactly.
So that's the only part I don't agree with because guess what? You could be full of shit. You could be fucked up and still help people and bring yourself more.
Yeah, you can.
So if you don't want to help nobody, just let me know you fucked up.
Yeah.
You just want to be over somebody. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can help somebody to help you more.
Yeah.
Just imagine, hey, even in your household, baby, I just found you a dope ass work from home job. This shit paying $100,000 a year. Guess what you just did? You just freed up some shit.
Exactly.
Around the house.
Yeah.
And she still don't have to go nowhere or be stressed.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to help nobody, you just fucked up. Because it's easy. It's not hard.
It ain't.
So what I do is, that's why I don't have no problem with helping nobody. Even like I got this one guy, he came to me, he was like, hey man, I got this t-shirt line. Could you please help me hook me up with Killer Mike, this and that, this. I say, all right. I looked at it. It was dope. Checked him out. So he had his business together. I say, listen. He was like, yeah, and I got you. I'm going to get you this. I say, no. I said, I don't want no money. I said, this is what you have to do for me. This is the only way I stop fucking with you. When I do this for you, when you get right, you have to do this same thing for somebody else. That's all I ask. I don't want $1. Can't nobody ever say I ask for a percentage or something by hooking them up and turning them on to somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
All I say is remember this and do this same shit for somebody else, and you tell them to do the same shit for somebody else.
Yeah.
And we keep it going. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think enough of us are in a position to help in that manner?
Everybody can help some type of way.
Okay.
Think about this. You know what creates the biggest artists?
What's that?
Everybody lending a hand. A stylist says, "Oh, I got the dress. I can hook that up." Somebody, "Oh, I can do the hair." "Oh shit, I be dancing and shit, so I can get the choreography together." "Oh, I can teach them how to speak in interviews." "Oh, I can teach them." These people ain't rich. These people have things that they're great at to offer. Everybody in the world has something they're dope at.
Yeah.
That can offer it to someone else. So here's the thing: you may be the dopest stylist in the world. So let me tell you why I'm saying. I know they like, well, this motherfucker talk all day.
No, I bet they soaking it up, like especially everybody that's watching it. Yeah,
I know they like, well, this nigga talk too much. But
some of them, the YouTube feed, they said they couldn't hear us, so we still got TikTok, and else we good.
But I want them to understand this. So, and this is what they don't even want y'all to know. So, years ago, when they were doing Making It the Band and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. So I wanted to do a reality show called The
Cut, and then we gonna come back. We ain't giving up no IP. We are not giving up no IP at all. But nah, that's fire.
Because I wanted to show all the young people, like, hey man, the artist ain't the one. You don't even want to be him. Look at all these pieces around him that make money without you even knowing who they are.
Yeah.
You know how many people walk past you every day who's important and who is responsible for the person you love the most, and you will never know?
Never know.
That's who getting the money, because they getting it quiet. They ain't got to be bothered. They don't have to. They don't have to do none of that.
A buddy of mine, he was here last weekend, Corey Kendricks. Mm-hmm. His wife, well, he's an actor, and he gets a lot of work. But you would never know that his wife doing work with Leo DiCaprio, Naomi Campbell, like, and dope. I was just like, even when he was telling me, I was like,
that's dope.
What? He was like, dope. Yeah, bro. Like I was like, wow.
Yeah. See, that's why I started telling all the producers, and they couldn't get it because they were young. But I was like, hey, man, do you know the woman that has the most #1 records written, the writer? Do you know who that is? I said, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I said, and I'm telling you, and I said, and I'm telling you this to tell you to stop tagging your beats. Stop saying your name in front of the beats.
Oh, okay.
Right? Stop saying your name in front of the beats. But why, Pete? I say, because you're giving people a target. You're giving people somebody to get tired of. Nobody has to know it was you. The people who need to write the checks and know, they will know. But you're giving people a target. Man, I'm tired of damn this nigga beat. Man, I'm tired. Man, this nigga do the same beat. Man, I'm tired of this nigga. Don't give nobody a target. Don't put a face on it. And it's going to last longer. It's going to last forever.
That's some game.
Yeah, it is. I'm telling you.
So the reason, and I normally didn't do it back in the day, right? When I started doing it, it was around the era where people downloading beats. And it was a way for me to make sure, oh, that's my joint. And nah.
Yeah.
Let me get that. But I think the further I've gotten in business, I rarely tag. It's not necessary.
Don't even give nobody that. Don't give them no reason. Because everybody looking for a reason not to like somebody or something. And they hate winners. People hate winners.
Yeah.
Face on. Don't give them nothing. You know what I mean? That's why I say I love being the game behind the name. I tell people all the time, like, you know me, I just started talking and shit. Now, everybody know me behind the scenes.
So that's what I was going to say. So my origin story.
Okay.
This is the pretty kitty PK origin story. So I think I had a session with Bone. I think it was a session with Bone. And you had similar outfit on. Diesel looking nigga. So I was like, he cool. So I just go in and play beats.
Yeah.
And he was just looking like this. I mean, and I think I was playing some artist music.
Okay.
And you was just this. You probably feed the way why I think the way about like the music I do now.
Uh-huh.
But I was playing some artist music from I think Virginia. He was like, yeah, turn it off. It's alright.
Mm-hmm.
But are they a star? So that was just like, yeah, these niggas are stars. What you mean? What? Yo. And he was not backing down. He's like, I'm gonna tell you why they not a star. Speaking in the cool, I was just like, all right, bro. But now, fast forward, that skill is missing.
Yeah.
Cause all these folk call themselves A&Rs or manager, whatever.
So I'm gonna tell you. Listen. If y'all want to know what happened, this is what happened. First of all, if you're an A&R, if you have an artist, whatever you call yourself, if you find talent, if you think you got something, this is how you know you got something. When it comes to a dude, if you feel like you can hang out and get the same girls that this artist get, he is not the guy. He is not the guy, right?
Okay.
If this guy watching this person, if it's not watching a movie every time y'all out, if you're not in awe of just him and the surroundings, he's not the guy. Now, this is what happened. Me, being a big personality myself,
right?
I've always enjoyed people that were better than me at things.
Me too. Randomly. I'm the same way.
Because and it takes a level of confidence because you know that them being the shit don't mean that you ain't the shit.
Exactly. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
So we can appreciate dopeness.
Yeah.
I can appreciate people that are great at something, that's doing shit that I could never do. I appreciate that. I love to see it.
Yeah.
So I can celebrate other people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't a hater bone in my body. I love it. When I go out with stars, guess what I say? Shit, they can't have all the girls. I'm going to sit back and see who they don't get. Let me sit back and see who they don't get. You know what I mean? So, but this is what happened. Squares entered the music office.
All the young kids say the group chat.
The squares, yeah. So now in the office. And the squares started signing artists. But in order for them to feel cool, they signed people they could feel cool around. That's why you start seeing the A&Rs and all this shit in the pictures. That never happened.
It never happened. Producers either.
So this is what happened. Guys like us who can really do it never wanted the job.
Yeah.
We don't want to go in the building. So they got the guys that wanted to be cool to go in the building. And when they got in the building, in order to be cool, they had to be around dudes that they could remain cool around. You can't be cool around no star.
No, you can't.
If you insecure, you're definitely not going to feel cool around this guy.
Question. So remember Usher was doing the residency in Vegas, right? We went out there. And all of the fellas that I know, like, man, don't take your girl like this. You gonna let her go? I was like,
yeah.
They're like, but that's Usher. I was like, okay, what that mean? So, would you have let your girl go around the Usher? Well, you probably was already in there anyway, in the Usher space.
Yeah, I mean, well, I understand it's entertainment, but
right?
I wouldn't even date no chick who. So in the chick I've dated, excuse me, there's only one guy I wouldn't have one is dead, and there's only one other guy I wouldn't want my girl around.
Who is it?
The first one that died is Prince.
Really?
Prince is taking your girl. I don't
see that.
Boy. I can't tell the stories on here. But when I tell you a couple of stories, you're gonna be like, man, you are bullshit. No, sir. Prince will have your boy.
Okay,
Prince the real deal. And the other one is Lenny Kravitz.
I can see that.
Let me tell you something.
I can see that.
When you talking about star power, boy, when that boy walk in the room, he ain't gonna have on nothing special. That glow,
yeah.
This motherfucker walk. You don't even have to know he in there. As soon as he walk in, you just gonna feel something. Motherfuckers just gonna start acting different. Like you just like, boy, that is what this shit is about right there. Yeah. This motherfucker. Yeah. And it's not an act. It's actually who he is.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of shit I love. Like it's a chick. She works at Greenbrier Mall.
Okay.
Hey boy. She works at one of the little kiosks in the middle of the mall. She sells t-shirts and shit. A superstar.
Does she do anything? Or she just
sells t-shirts. That's her business. See, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. A star is a star.
No matter what.
It's nothing. You can't. Let me show you the difference.
Okay.
You can't. I'm gonna show you the difference. Let me sit up because y'all. I might have. To, don't listen. Everybody online. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure y'all can hear me. And let me make sure I say this to y'all. I'm not about to be fighting y'all out here in these streets once I say this. Don't be walking, don't be talking crazy. I don't want to hear this shit. And you study it yourself. Don't listen to me. I want you to learn so you can understand this shit. I'm giving you the kitchen. I'm giving you the shit that go on in the kitchen before you get the plate, the pretty plate. This is gonna start some shit.
Just say it.
And I know.
Look, he got me looking like, what do you have to say?
And I know both of them, so I know how this gonna go if it just happened to go viral. So.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
But here I know
what you're about to say.
I'm gonna show y'all the difference between the star and somebody that's put together, but still got it, but just put together, manufactured. And you go look at it yourself.
Look, I'm gonna get off the camera.
No, don't get off the camera. Don't get off the camera. Here we go.
All right.
So, the best thing ever happened for Chris Brown is him getting into that fight with Rihanna and the world turning their back on him. You know why? Because he was able to say fuck it and be himself, which is a superstar.
True.
He was able to say, fuck it, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Don't play by the rules, because you remember before then they were trying to make him all like he was stiff, and they were were trying their best to make him a little.
He wasn't crumping or nothing.
Hey, boy, listen to me. They were trying their best to keep him in Sunday school, like just stay tight. That's never who he was. He's a star. He's a star. Right. Stars cannot be contained. Right.
Right.
So you see what you got. You see who he is. What
That's Chris.
Chris Brown, genuinely a star. Wake up every morning and go to sleep. Who he is. Oh, Usher was manufactured. Mm-hmm. Usher is a combination of multiple people that poured into him.
Okay.
To perfect this thing that we see. So if you pay attention, Chris is just natural everywhere.
Right.
Usher is more calculated. Okay, I'm supposed to do this right here. Okay, I'm supposed to look like this when I do this. Okay, I'm supposed to say this. I'm supposed to move like this. If you watch him, it's like
when you said this, because you pointed out when we were just talking the other day, performances that I saw between Chris, and this is how he normally performs, and Usher paying. I think I paid like $700 a ticket.
Right.
So it was still a good show, but it is a difference. Even if Chris came out on some skates, that like he gonna be doing some other stuff. Usher is like 1, 2, 3, and damn, and it was
right,
still dope.
Right. And it's not, now I'm not saying one is better than the other.
Right.
I'm saying one is natural and one is
built. Yeah.
And you can see the difference. Not even just performing, but even if they're in the room. So I say that to say, I'm not telling you you can't make it and can't be at the top with the right people around you and with the right blueprint.
Right.
I'm not telling you that. All I'm saying is when a star is in the room, you're going to see and feel the difference. Like, think about it. So, but they be like, well, Ken, what you think about the streamers? They ain't no stars. I'm like, hell no.
I got a whole
I said, so check it out. I said, hell no. I said, hell no, but guess who he is? That Castanet. Oh, that boy got it.
Yep. But it's relevant. You can see it.
It's naturally. It's there. That boy got it.
Yeah.
Now, all the rest of them, look at it. Like, even the Speed.
I don't know who that is.
Speed, this little dude named Speed. He got it. You can tell this is who they are no matter what.
Yeah.
They got it. You know what I mean? And the rest of them is just doing what they happened at that time. Or got a little playbook. Okay, I'm going to fall on the floor right here. I'm going to laugh. Okay, we're going to do this right here. Okay, bam. You can see it, especially if it's your thing. Yeah. You can see it. You see what I'm saying? That's why.
You do.
As soon as somebody brings somebody to me, as soon as they walk in that door, I can be like, nah, that ain't for me. and
I'm laughing because I seen it firsthand. Yeah. And I be feeling, I was like,
but this is the part that people hate. Nobody has worked or did something different than I said it was going to do. Not one person in 30 years. Because it's not based off the music. No. It's the person. And even if somebody was dope enough and being a star, he didn't have the work ethic. Yeah. So when you see somebody like Pop and all that kind of shit, they had the work ethic with the star. You see something like Kanye? Yeah. The work ethic with the star shit. You see somebody like Tip, he's going to outwork you and the star shit. They are going to work. That's the part that's hard to find.
What do you think builds that resilience?
I believe that's just some shit you born with. I don't even believe. I told this story one time. We riding in the car. This is why I know this shit just got to be who you are. Mm-hmm. He said, man, I think he said he was 8. We riding. He was like, man, I was 8 years old, Ken. He said, he said, you remember Lifestyle of the Richard Fames came on? He said, but they had Eddie Murphy on now. And he was showing his house. And Tip was like, he said, I was at my grandma's house crying because I knew that was the life for me. That's the life I'm supposed to have. Yeah. Yeah. He said, from then I couldn't see nothing else.
That for me was Dr. Dre.
Really?
That for me was Dr. Dre. And it was more prevalent when he started doing Dre beats, and then that whole stuff started happening. Mm-hmm. But the random thing for me, I think I was a sophomore in college. Mm-hmm. I went to A&T. Okay. First semester, 1.8 GPA, so you already know what time I was on. You know what time I was already on. But I had a dream, right, that I was going to be, I was in the studio with 50. Nice. And I was given, like, criticism in the studio. This is sophomore year. Right. He had just dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, so it's probably 03, 04. Okay. Somewhere around there. Okay. So I'm in the studio in this dream, right? Nice. And I'm like, yo, 50, nah, that's all right. And he going back and forth, and the dream kind of just stopped. I wake up. 4 years later, the exact same dream with me in the studio with 50. Nice. And I'm like, nah, that 50. And I was just like, yo, this is wild. So I had other dreams that's on some big boy ish, and I ain't gonna front. For me, it's more about slowing down, or not slowing down, but being okay with the process from then to then.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot of living. Even Atlanta, I was like, I think after college, I was like, yo, when I graduate from college, I'm gonna go to Atlanta. I'm gonna run it up. Years later, it took some time to figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, when you say stuff or you see stuff and you really know it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Oh man.
And I notice when it's not like that for other people too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part that made me be like, oh, you don't see it like I see it.
But you have to you got to give them grace, because I've seen it happen only two ways. I've seen it happen with support from home, saying you can do what you want to do, you can be this. Hey,
yeah,
stop dreaming so small. Be big. Be brash. Be brave.
Yeah,
that's one way. And the other way is not getting support at all. So if you constantly in your family like, boy, you can't do that. Boy, you ain't gonna do that. Boy, you can't. You develop this thing like, if you want to show, and if you build up something in you to show the motherfuckers in your house, you damn sure ain't gonna give a fuck what the world talking about.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You like, well, fuck y'all. I got to show these motherfuckers. These folk in my own house doubting me. I'm going to show these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, men are, like, you got to think. And God bless her soul, Dre mama, when Dre first started rapping, he told the story before. When he decided he wanted, and we were all together at this time, 3,000. When he first decided, shit, that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to rap. His mama put him out. Put him out the house. And now you got to think, she didn't feel like she was doing a bad thing. You talking about rap. So she's thinking like, hey, my baby tripping. I want him to have a better life. This rap shit ain't it.
Right.
And he moved in with his dad. But the shit popped. And then she came and started managing him. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like, you develop this thing, and most people don't have it. That's why you can get somebody who's the most talented motherfucker in the world, and it's hard for him to make it, because most of the time he ain't gonna have that other piece. But then you can get somebody who garbage, but work like a dog, and they gonna make it every time, because they gonna find that crowd. They gonna find that crowd.
So I would say, I think from conception, my family was, for the most part, supportive, right? It was when I got into business. As soon as that first call came, Dre McKenzie, G Unit, 2013. No, 2005. Dre McKenzie. He hit me up. He said, yo, I've been getting your beat CDs. That's when we had CDs, y'all. It wasn't no email, just email me the beat.
Right.
I was sending him CDs for a year straight. G Unit. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it. He hit me up. He was like, yo, you got some fire joints. They just been sitting. I'm just trying to see what's the situation. I was like, ain't no situation. He said, I'm gonna put you in contact with this person. Then that person put me in contact with Havoc, and then all this stuff started coming together. But I never doubted that it was gonna work.
Yeah, that's a gift in itself, to remain in that space. That's why I tell people, everybody I meet now, I say, man, listen, I need you to go on Netflix and look at that Kanye documentary, because I remember that time, but I need people to see it. I say, I need you to see how many people doubted him and brushed him off.
Yep.
I need you to see how not one time did he think he wasn't good enough. I need you to really see it, because you need to see it with your own eyes so you can understand him and why where he is.
Yeah.
He's up there. You can't get no higher than Kanye.
No.
He's
producer, rapper.
You can't get no higher. As far as like just
even fashion, now I think about it.
You can't get no higher. But just because of how big he is, it's go back and look at that. When it was nothing, he still knew what he was gonna be.
Yeah.
The person that believes in himself or herself always just look like the crazy person in the room.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to be the crazy person in the room, just hang it up. Or be average. Just fit in.
Yeah.
But if you want to be in that top 10.
Averages feel weird, man. It's and I do have a few records. We got a little bit of time to play a few records, and I think some of them are up. So but I was speaking to a lady, as I normally do. It's a little lady at Dollar Tree in Alpharetta.
Okay.
And I said, I think she's from like Germany or something like that. So I said, how you feeling? Happy New Year. I said, yeah, Happy New Year. So we speaking. I said, so what you got in store for the year? She said, oh, same thing as last year. And the same thing as last. I was like, I said, so you don't have nothing that you want to get done differently than you did last year? No. I was like, okay. Right there, just let me know, yo. You okay with just being...
And guess what? We have to be okay with it being
That's
okay.
hard. That is hard.
But we have to. And it is hard. Because we're fixers, we're visionaries, and we feel like we can make everybody the shit.
We do.
And we feel like we can make everybody want something better. And guess what? Just because we think it's better don't necessarily mean it's better.
No.
It might not even be for them. So we might be taking them off of what God got for them.
I think I just want people to find it. That's my main thing.
I agree.
If you can find it, like even I don't care what industry you're in, right? But I hate when people come over to music because it's easy access and be like, oh, look at me, yo listening. I'm like, no, I'm not listening to that. That's trash.
Yeah, but like just understand the arrogance that we carry to believe we can take somebody and make the world love them. Think about this. Like, and this is what I need. Listen, everybody who's on here listening, this is what I need you to do. If you're in your right mind, just quit the music business and or find another part in it.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to be a superstar and you have balance and in your right mind, this is not the business.
It's really not.
You're not because, and I'm saying it in a good way. Like, think about this. We're in the business think about this shit. We're in the business that nobody needs. Nobody needs what we do. The world this is not food. This is not clothing, shelter. This is not, nobody needs this shit. We're in the business of convincing the world that your life would be better by fucking with me. This shit is insane.
It is, though.
Think
when you
about
break
that.
it down like that, this ain't food.
It's nothing. Nobody's going to lose anything by not fucking with you. So your job is convincing a motherfucker, listening to me, pouring into me, buying me, spending money with me makes your life better.
That's real talk, bro.
So you have to be out your mind to succeed at this shit.
Yo, that's real talk. All right. So we got a few minutes because I ain't gonna take too much of PK's time up. Hopefully y'all enjoy today's show. Listen,
man, they probably say this motherfucker talk too
much. Nah. Hold on, let me get it. Nah, you been killing. I ain't gonna front. I didn't know if you were gonna touch the that Usher Chris Brown reference.
Oh yeah.
Cause you know what my next question was gonna be.
What?
All right, so that's on the R&B side of things. Mm-hmm. Who would you say is that on the rapper side of things?
The what?
The star, and then the manufactured star.
Jay-Z.
I knew you was gonna say that. I already knew you was gonna say
Jay-Z, but Jay-Z is so strategic.
Yeah.
he knew it needed to be done because he's real cool, laid back. He really pizzazz and no star quality. But he came in with a star, Dame.
Yeah.
He left there with a star, Kanye. And now he got Beyonce. So as long as he kept a star, he kept the light around him. So you never could figure out what he actually was. And if you ever go back and look at, he'll stick his head in for a minute, say something, and get out of there. He never stayed around long enough for you to figure that out.
People will normally parallel Jay to Nas.
Nas is a star.
You think so?
Absolutely. See, this is where people get confused. It ain't this big, brash, loud personality like Tupac.
Right.
Tupac was a star. Nas is a star.
Okay.
It's a glow, man. It's an energy. You can't teach that shit.
Facts.
But being a star and having exceptional talent separately, you can be a superstar or you can be exceptional talent, and both of them can live at the top. Tupac was a superstar.
Yeah.
Jay-Z is exceptional talent. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
He the man, right? You take somebody like
Puff.
Puff is a star.
Okay.
And he got a vision out this world. He know what people love. He in the people business. He know what people want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So regardless of all this shit going on, one thing we cannot ever fuck up is how far Puff pushed this culture and made people. Puff created real money. He made this shit a business.
He really did.
And made black people important in music. And so he made this culture. He made the world have to have this culture. In everything.
That's
so
true.
we can't never made black people important in music. And so he made this culture. He made the world have to have this culture. In everything.
That's
so
true.
We can't never forget that. But yeah, so it's I'm gonna give you a perfect example. And everybody on here, y'all can go back and just study all this shit I'm talking about so you can understand it. Because most people get in their feelings and like, oh, he just talking. But if you start paying attention to it, you'll see it yourself. Shit clear as day. When the pandemic hit, you couldn't perform. Do you remember how many people fell off?
A lot of them. Look. I was just like, yes, sir. even with the podcast, bro. I was like, I'm just sitting waiting because the cream of the crop gonna rise to the top.
Yes, sir.
So I was just waiting like, I know you took that check from so-and-so and you ain't that. Like, so, you're produced to be that.
Yeah, so in 2020, during the pandemic, that was the time to show the difference.
Yeah.
Between talent and starship. Most of the talent can't even hold nobody's attention for 2 minutes without doing what you love them for, which is the art. In that time, Tory Lanez went crazy.
Yep.
Boosie went crazy.
That's true.
Plies, all the personalities, all the star shit who could. It was a guy who performed. I ain't gonna say his name because he do R&B. He's super dope. But when they start doing the performances at the house and shit, which is great. He did his song, jam. He got to talking. I was like, ain't nobody gonna tell him to shut up. He about to blow his cover. Like, somebody tell him to stop talking, man. Don't nobody know he's a square. Like, tell this nigga to stop talking. What is going on? I was like, say, hurry up, do another song, nigga. Hurry up. You tripping. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's different, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like, even in Outkast.
Yeah.
It worked. Dre dope as fuck. Big Boy dope as fuck. But Big Boy, he's the energy. He's the personality. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to have that to keep the attention.
You do.
And as much as I love 3,